Welcome back to Dum-Dums and Dragons, where improvisers who've never roleplayed before journey into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I am the Grand Wizard Bukkake, your host. Our heroes still continue to journey into the Wave Echo Caverns alongside their friend Ranger. But this time, they've finally found their true foe, the Black Spider. Will our heroes triumph over this evil drow? Will Ranger's confusion ray only confuse him? Is it actually the friggin' Black Spider this time? Find out next on Dum-Dums and Dragons.
You know what? I'm going to try out some of my X-Men powers.
Oh, right.
Confusion ray! Ho!
It fails. So it is now confused. Confused.
The creature fails. The confusion rate does not fail.
Yes, correct.
Good. I was disappointed for a split second.
I accidentally blinked.
So all of a sudden, you give him the crazy eye. The drow locks eyes with you, and you can see its eyes sort of twitching. It's just been like nailed by magic missiles in a cloud of daggers. And much to your surprise, its face starts to melt and shift and twist. Like it's having difficulty keeping its form. Okay, so that brings us to Queenie.
Let me ask you this, sir. Mm-hmm. With my boots of striding and jumping, can I take a running start at like a wall run and jump across to the other side?
Physicists will hate me for this, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I will let you attempt to jump across the other side. It's too far for you to really make, but I'll argue that maybe on your downward trajectory, you might be able to either throw a grappling hook or try and grab one of the ropes that's already dangling down.
I'll jump and I'll actually go for one of the ropes that are under, that they've got up.
I need you to roll me an acrobatics. Yeah, let's make it acrobatics.
18 and then 6 for a total of 24.
You imagine in your head all the times you sprung off the back of Butthole, the times that Mudbutt has thrown you, and you throw yourself out into the air and you soar majestically across the cavern, and your hand grasps at the rope, but you feel like you're 1 point shy of being able to grab it,
that's
and
okay.
you begin to fall.
All right.
That will bring us to Butthole.
Am I mid-fall right now?
You're mid-fall.
Okay.
I look to the people around me, and I yell, "We gotta kill them all, or he'll know we're coming. Or she. I don't know the Black Spider's gender. I don't care for that lens." And then I'm like, "Flame on!" And I fart again, and I've got my shield out now because I'm like, let's be more functional. I put my shield away to do something cool. I'm an idiot. And then the fart comes around, and I smash my symbol of Moonhammer off the shield, and it sparks, and the fart goes right at the Black Spider again.
You get the sense not so much because it's trying to dodge, but more so because it's having a real T-1000 moment. The blue flame misses. And to your surprise, the drow begins to take on the form of a small dwarf.
The fuck?
Is that the other brother?
No. We've fought shape changers before. Don't fall for that shit.
Okay.
Where he's inside there, we'll kill... Okay, let's kill everybody else, and then we'll find out. Okay, I'm not going to...
Which brings us to the spider,
Who's going to take all the damage from the daggers?
Roll your dagger damage.
Could I please have everyone's D4s? 10 slashing damage.
Takes a bunch of slashing damage from the daggers. It looks around, it's confused, it's horrified, but it sees something in front of it that looks possible. Raising its fists in the air, it screams in rage and rushes one of the bugbears.
It's confused. Wonder who did that? I don't know.
Shrugging aside the daggers that are slashing away at it, it rushes the bugbear. Wow. Okay.
Tom is surprised by a stats block.
Tom is surprised by a stats block. It's one of those fun things when NPC characters fight each other. Sometimes weird shit happens. In this case, screaming as its form shifts and twists, one of its fists turns into a sort of a T-1000 style knife blade, goes through the back of the bugbear, and then expands into a bugbear-sized arm, punching through its chest, while the other hand just flails away at its head, and the surprised bugbear foreman's eyes go dark as it's ripped apart by the angry dwarf.
All right.
Wow. Didn't see that one coming.
I didn't know dwarfs could do that.
I don't know that it's a dwarf. Well, I don't know anything. I'm falling.
This poor second bugbear has been having quite a day. He saw his friend get shot in the face, and then he came up to the relative safety of being up here, and then saw out of nowhere his companion ripped to shreds. So he turns and he starts sprinting away.
In a war movie, he's that really young guy who's like, "You some people gonna die?" And then like blood sprays on his face. Only this guy then turns around and another guy's blood sprays on his face.
Yeah, and then like now there's the slow motion like classical music playing, and he has pretty much made it to these stairs.
Okay.
So stairs at the high end on the other side of the rift.
That is correct.
He'll trip. Nerves do that to a bugbear.
Alan, you've just watched a bugbear torn apart before your very eyes.
Yeah, and so I am going to end the dagger spell. I'm going to take out my light crossbow and I'm going to fire at the retreating bugbear so he doesn't go warn anyone else.
Okay, you'll be at disadvantage because you're over range.
Take the shot anyways, Alan. You got it.
I believe in you.
14 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right.
And it does 3 damage.
It thwacks it in the shoulder as it runs. Brings us to Ranger.
Well, this little shit's still falling, is he not? My plan, and tell me if this is crazy. I launch a bow arrow.
Sounds crazy.
It's right below his feet, so he lands on the bow and it springs him up just like a cartoon character up on the ledge.
Roll to hit. Please roll a 1.
13.
So you managed to lodge the arrow into the wall. Quinny, I need you to roll me a dexterity save.
A total of 11.
So I'm going to say you managed to get a hand on it, but it snaps. Your velocity is too high, but you feel it did slow your fall slightly.
Oh, all right.
Which brings us to Quinny. Quinny, you hit the ground, and you will take 6 points of damage, which you feel is much less than you ought to have taken.
I'll say.
I'm also going to say that you are stunned. You can't take actions or reactions until your next turn.
All right. Through like my winded voice, I just say, "You guys got this."
You should have died.
Were you aiming for me?
Butthole, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to take out my crossbow, and I'm going to try to shoot him in the foot. Our fucking weird transforming dwarf.
Great.
I just want to pin him down, knock him out, all that jazz. I'm going to definitely be at disadvantage, because I think it's within range of the light crossbow I have, but I am not proficient with crossbows.
Great.
All right, definite. I'm not even going to roll a stat. Oh, no, I have to, because it could be worse. It isn't. Oh, I score a whole 5. I just shoot directly into the ceiling, taking it out of my backpack.
Okay, great. That brings us to the top of the round. The dwarf is still confused.
Is it fully a dwarf now, or is it still kind of?
It's still shifting in and out, and it kind of spins around. It sees the retreating bugbear and starts to chase after it, frothing at the mouth and screaming.
Oh, shit.
The bugbear sees the frothing dwarf and runs faster. Bring us to Alan.
I'm gonna try to stop the dwarf-ish person with magic missile.
Great.
So it's a total of 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. You strike it several times with magic missiles. It sort of stumbles, and its shape becomes briefly kind of gray and featureless. So it becomes drowish again. It sort of stumbles to a stop and starts looking around as if it's just woken from a horrible nightmare. Ranger.
Okay, I'm going to try and pin one of his feet to the floor.
All right.
16.
So I'm going to let it roll a dexterity save to see if it can dodge. It fails. You managed to pin one of its feet.
Wow.
Which brings us to Quinny.
I want to do a vertical jump to get me started on this rope, an early start.
I'm going to make you roll, say, a sleight of hand as you go to try and grab the rope as you spring up.
Natural 1. Oh, it's an ability check. I'm
It
lucky.
is.
Okay, let's roll it again. Oh, baby. Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
Oh, I truly am lucky.
So you begin to sprint up and you reach for the rope. Unfortunately, you miss it, but you're so lucky you realize that with your other hand you can just grab the top lip and you spring up over
I got
it.
2 hands.
You unsheath your blade, and if you want to come down into an attack, I'll let you do that because you rolled a 20.
Oh, he's still in range? Awesome.
I yell, knock him out.
I'll go for an attack then.
Great.
Natural 1. Lucky saving throw. Attack rolls. Okay. Reroll.
Can you do it every time or once per turn?
It's a second natural 1. What the fuck? It's just a 2-sided die now. It's just a coin. I'm just flipping a fucking coin.
So you leap up with your blade out and you whip it mightily. It soars past the creature and sort of scatters and slides along into the stream, which then pushes your blade down and over the lip.
That was my
what
plus
the
1
hell?
silver sword. Oh, no.
I mean, it's fine. It's just down there now, for now, but...
It's not. It's not gone down the street. It fell
I thought
back
it was-
into the rift. So like, we'll pick it up.
Like
But it
washed
is-
away with the water. I was like, well, all right.
It is in the water, though, so if it remains there, it will be washed away.
I'm like,
Well, that'll be my next-
We'll get it. We'll get it. Focus on you.
What a turn.
I'm totally focusing on me and getting
Great.
my sword.
Butthole.
Is there anything around me I could tie a rope to?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna tie a rope around it. I look at Goblin Jr. and I'm like, Bjorn, and he jumps on my chest and then holds onto me, and then I climb down the rope into the bottom section.
Okay, great. That'll take your turn, but I'll let you do it.
Cool. All right, I'm doing that.
So you're down there now. The creature tries to break free of the arrow in its foot. It manages to weasel its way free, but that's going to take its movement. It sort of shifts back into a drow form and begins sort of just yelling like, "They're coming! They're coming!" Which brings us to top of the round. Bugbear's gone, so Alan.
I am going to cast Alter Self on myself.
What the fuck?
And I am going to take the form of the drow.
Jesus. Okay.
And shout out, "False alarm, everyone!"
Gambit.
Ranger.
So I'm playing into her gambit, I take it. So,
I lean over and I'm like, still shoot him in the foot.
okay, so
You can't because you're down in the pit. You can't move.
that's true. Yeah, no. Nail it, Ranger. This is up to you. I didn't say that. You don't have that idea.
Okay, well, I'm going to still nail it in the foot.
Go ahead.
21.
You fire the arrow. The creature attempts to leap out of the way. As it does so, the arrow shoots through the back of its foot, severing its Achilles tendon, and it falls to the ground, screaming in agony.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I'll let you roll damage on that if you'd like.
Okay. 7.
Quinny.
Quinny's like, sword. I'll lean over the edge and be like, Butthole, can you get that?
Yeah, I told you I was going to get it.
Okay, I didn't know that's what you were doing. God. I'll run to catch up to our fallen enemy here.
Okay, great. It's trying to drag itself away, but is making very slow progress.
I'm going to try and hog tie it.
Okay.
Some rope.
Roll me let's say a dexterity check for you.
Total of 20, straight 20.
Flat 20? Okay. It fights back, but you get the sense it's weakened and confused and has been cut up by daggers and shot by missiles and arrows. And generally speaking, the fight goes out of it pretty quickly.
I guess if I have any more options, I want to start dragging it back to the group instead of like out of the hallway.
Sure. Butthole.
I'm going to send Goblin Jr. to go grab the sword out of the stream.
Okay.
That dog
he
knows
does
what's up.
That's fine.
Awesome. And then just to keep things classy, I'm going to throw the sword, and I have 2 sets of manacles on me. I'm going to throw a set of manacles both up over the lip.
Throw me an athletics check, please.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was coming. 11.
So the sword hits the lip and then clatters back down. You want to roll for the manacles?
Yeah, sure. The manacles do worse. I hit the problem is the manacle, I should have thrown one. I'm an idiot.
Try to throw them like a bola.
Yeah, no, I was like both hands at once. Like I ducked down and brought my hands up over my head, but I accidentally just threw both items into each other. And then they just fell down.
The good news is those manacles are going nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't lose them.
Great. Okay, so...
And then I yelled at Quinny, "That was the sound of me getting your sword."
Like, that seemed loud.
brings us to the creature, which is just screaming at the top of its lungs, "Master, they're coming! Master, they're coming!"
I'll deal with that in a second.
And it tries to
I know.
Yeah.
tries to get loose, but fails. Bring us to the top of the round. Alan,
Okay.
you can also drop out of initiative order if you'd like. The thing is hog-tied.
Yeah, why don't we drop out of initiative order? I left that rope tied up.
Yeah,
so you-
so I'm clambering down the rope.
Cool.
So I can get to the bottom and like.
Yeah, we're out of initiative order, so I can say if you want to just like get over to the other side. And
Yeah,
get up, you can do
Awesome.
that.
I'm just gonna keep I just keep throwing manacles and sword. I'm going like I'm doing both at once. I refuse for this not to happen. So I'm gonna try it again. That is 14.
Okay, sure that works.
Okay, so sword goes over. The manacles actually
The
wrap.
manacles shatter.
All right, so I got a second pair of manacles, but I'm like I'm gonna carry this one up.
You feel lucky because if they shattered that easily, they probably wouldn't have been too good as manacles.
That's true. Guys, I got some fucking complaints about that Lion Shield store. Can you believe this shit?
I can't believe Prince Mud Butt Shops
I
there.
take the
And
other
endorses them.
I take the other manacles and I'm going to try to pull them apart to see if they're any good.
Sure.
I score an 18.
Okay, yeah, they seem like sound manacles.
Sick. All right, I'm going to throw them over the lip. Critical fail.
They seemed like pretty sound manacles.
Take the 10 and climb in 5 to 10 to 15 minutes.
I am collecting the pieces of the manacles and I'm putting them in my backpack because I am going to lodge a complaint at this fucking store.
You know,
Do you have a receipt?
Yep.
She knows.
Okay.
We dropped literally hundreds of gold pieces that day. She knows. I kick in her door all the time. We got like a Cheers thing going on. So I yell up to Quinny, "Can you lower us a rope to climb up?"
There is a rope.
No, rope on my side. Because I had the rope tied and then lowered down. The bugbears hold up the rope on their side.
There are 2 bugbear ropes.
Yeah,
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use the rope that I used. Is that why you were trying to throw it up the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Listen, then it became a test of my manhood, so it's separate.
Okay.
And I succeeded. I shattered 2 sets of manacles.
You are a man.
I'm so strong.
M-A-N man.
So strong. All right, so I guess we're all up. We walk over to the shapeshifter guy on the floor.
At this point, I have taken off my thieves' cloak and wadded it up and just shoved the whole fabric in his face.
Great.
And like in his mouth.
I'm like, anybody want to be... Do you know what? I think we sort of tortured the shit out of the guy. I think he's going to deal with 4 bad cops. We don't need to get fancy with this. So I lean down and I like
All right,
put a
then
hand...
I take my thing out.
And I'm like, listen,
Put it
dick
back
face, what the fuck's going on here? Do you know what? I'm not even going to make a whole lot of fancy threats. Honest to God, I'm just going to let Ranger eat you. And he's eaten like 4 people today, and he's gotten stronger every time, which makes me scared and also think I should eat people. I'm having a bit of a crisis here. This guy will eat you, or tell us what we want to know. Where's the black spider?
And it responds,
Oh, so I took that out.
oh, great.
Yeah.
It screams something to the effect of like, Master, they're coming.
Shove the thing back in. I'm like, listen, this is going to get dark real fast. I'm going to give you one more shot. If you yell, Master, they're coming,
I'm going to strangle him with one of my dicks.
Yeah, look. Oh, God, yeah.
it's just got real rapey. And I didn't know that sort of... Do you know what? I'm no longer in charge of this. And I step away. I'm the guy to threaten torture, but probably not the guy to actually do it. So I'm just going to like go over with Goblin Jr. and we're going to like sing a song. And I'm going to pretend that I'm at like my favorite bar in my head and just block out this PTSD-inducing memory that's probably coming.
Quinny doesn't know a lot about magic, right? But he just kind of wonders out loud, like, if you guys can make sounds, can you remove sounds?
Like, I can't make something voiceless.
And I lean over and say, no, I can't do that either. Then I'm like, the bar is so nice. I say, Fringa, right, Goblin Jr.? And Goblin Jr.'s like, snurf, snurf. And we're both just talking, like I'm plugging my ears and telling a story to him.
Right. Are you cracking your knuckles over there, getting ready to
Yeah.
work him over?
Here's what's going to happen. You're not going to speak unless we tell you to speak. Each time you do, I'm busting one of your nuts.
2 strikes
And
and you're out.
not in the sexual way. I am literally
Oh, yeah,
going to
ugh.
get out one of this guy's hammers. I'm going to crack one of those babies, and you're not going to like it. Do you agree? Wink once.
It winks once.
Okay. Take it out of his mouth, idiot.
All right. I take my cloak out and I put it back on. And is there any screaming for Master, or...
It kind of observes you both and starts to chuckle.
Alan, want to get some information out of this sucker?
I look like him right now. This is could be very confusing, but buddy, where's the black spider? That's all we want to know.
The master waits ahead in the temple.
The temple? What temple?
Okay, I said that's the only thing we wanted to know. Let me take that back.
Yeah.
What's the temple?
The temple of Dumathoin.
You're making that up.
How do you spell that?
No, don't...
Dumathoin.
Nipple.
Missing a couple of nipples, I think.
Yeah.
The dwarves.
The bar is so nice. The chairs are so comfortable.
The dwarves wanted a place to worship. It lays ahead. You will never defeat the master, though.
All right. Do we have any more information that we want to get out of this guy?
Does he have any shit he can give us?
I'll pat him down.
It's a doppelganger.
That's what I figured. Yeah. He's naked. Those clothes
You also
aren't
notice
real.
that he doesn't have nuts.
Oh, so
What
wait,
were you scared of? I don't...
All right, so I uncover my ears and I'm like, oh yeah, if you guys think you're done, fill me in and maybe I'll have ideas, but don't tell me until then. I'm like, the beers taste so good.
Oh, okay, here's what's going to happen. Easy. Don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. I come around and I snap his neck and then I consume the rest of his body. Daddy's going to have supper tonight. He just starts eating it like the way Freddy Krueger eats one of the kids in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, the Dream Child, when he's like a giant slug.
And I'm like, the bar is so comfortable. Everything's great. I make a new friend. His name is Fiddlesworth.
I need you to roll me a Constitution save, please, Ranger.
20.
As you're eating the doppelganger's flesh, it's shifting and changing shape, and you know what? It's a pretty unique experience, gastronomical experience for you. But you know what? You've eaten some pretty gross stuff over your life, and you just kind of clench your stomach muscles, tell them calm the fuck down, and just let digestion go its course. You've successfully stomached the doppelganger.
Hold on, let me get some HP.
Oh, like HP sauce?
HP sauce.
Yep, it's brewed by a dwarf in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
That dwarf's name, Hewlett Packard.
He's a genius.
He also runs a printing press.
So Butthole is still eyes closed, rocking back and forth, telling himself a story. Goblin Jr.'s licking his face.
I'm going to take this opportunity to patch myself up real quick with some hit dice.
So you all feel generally a little bit better. Not tremendously better, but a little bit better. What would you like to do?
Let's follow that bugbear up the stairs, I guess, right? We got to... He's taking us right to where we want to go, pretty much. Hey, Butthole, let's go.
The chairs are so great. Everything's so great. My ears are covered. I'm just rocking. Goblin Jr.'s
I
licking
find a
my
little
face.
pebble and I fling it at him and it like kind of bounces off his armor.
Ugh, I turn around. Where's the shapeshifter?
Do you really want the answer to that question? Or do you want to just carry on with our
Okay,
adventure?
I'm just going to skip that one.
Okay.
What did you guys learn?
The black spider is this way. And I just gesture into the cave that the bugbear was running and that the changeling was running into and saying, Master, they're coming.
Okay, cool. So, who's he got with him? What kind of traps are we facing? What about spells and abilities? Do we know anything about the room itself? How to get there? Ways we might be able to trick him? Do we know like what gear we're going to get at the end? Like, is there anything we should watch out for? Does he have any weaknesses? Friends?
Wouldn't it be more of a thrill to just find out in the moment?
It's a temple.
Yeah,
So
there's a temple.
Did you guys? Okay, so we got that. That's great.
Yeah.
Did you learn any of his mannerisms? Because Alan looks like him right now, so we could totally go play up the impersonation a little bit more. Like maybe there's something he says a lot, or do you know what the plan is?
When he's wounded, he acts hurt.
Yeah, and when he's being interrogated, he acts eaten.
And when eaten, delicious.
Okay, listen, I didn't want to go further into this, but I think we got to clarify something. So you guys discovered the bad guys where we knew the bad guy was, and then ate the captive. That was the interrogation.
That is, yes, the extent
And
of the
there's a
interrogation,
temple.
yes.
He's in a temple.
I feel like you're undervaluing
Temple of
the temple.
Doomathoin.
I think you guys are overvaluing how that interrogation went. Essentially, we just kept someone alive for Ranger to eat them.
Oh, I'm not overvaluing the interrogation. That was a worthless interrogation.
Yeah, it was awful. I really wasn't expecting the eating
Listen,
or the
I'm
killing to happen so quickly.
loath to say we should set up maybe a rule system going forward, but I would say less new people interrogating and more one of us trying to run that show. You guys, Alan, Quinny, you guys have a disturbing history of captives dying. Like, I don't think you've had a captive make it out of the interrogation.
Just the one interrogation.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, no, there was also the bugbear that punched me that your, what would I call him? Saint of Moonhammer bit the throat out of.
Yeah.
But, one of our guys definitely bled out.
Yeah, but the damage had been done before the interrogation, so that one doesn't really count.
You're
know
talking about
what?
the barrel goblin?
That's true. Pardon me?
You're talking about the barrel goblin?
Oh no,
Yeah, that's right. There's also the barrel goblin.
I forgot about the barrel goblin.
wasn't that Mudbutt who put him in there?
No, that was a man that he put into the barrel.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was-
we have a barrel man and a barrel goblin. I'm telling you, you guys have killed a lot of captives.
I was thinking about the goblin by the roadside.
I'm just gonna
he's
say, I'm gonna
The
start.
Tribor Trail.
Yeah, he took off.
All right, let's go march blindly into darkness like idiots. Which,
Solid plan.
okay, admittedly, that's not much more than I run on usually, but you
Yeah.
figured we could have got something out of this. All right, so Alan, you look like the Black Spider. We got that with the transformation. You've heard the voice, so you can sound like the
Well,
Black Spider.
I look like a drow. We assume looks like the black spider.
You look like all the shape changers. So I would say we can either sort of gamble. This is the question for the room. Does the Black Spider look like a drow, or is this just a big fake out?
We know the black spider's a drow.
The thing is, we also saw the dwarf,
But
so I could change into the dwarf if you think that's a better tactic.
well, the dwarf's a captain, so we know the dwarf is a good guy. The Black Spider's a bit of a question mark. And the only reason we know the Black Spider's a drow is because a goblin king that was getting messages from the Black Spider said he looked like a drow. And the last time we were somewhere, they thought the Black Spider was there, and that looked like a drow.
Yeah.
So if everyone who met the Black Spider just met shape changers who looked like drow, the Black Spider could be me.
Quinny unsheathes his sword.
What a twist.
Okay, this was more convincing than I meant. That was supposed to be a ridiculous example. Scarily enough, we're in a situation where this is all believable. It could be Ranger.
What?
Quinny draws another sword.
He really doesn't act much like the elves I knew from back home.
Quinny draws a third sword.
Start setting them on the ground beside him.
Yeah, I'm just taking sword.
But no,
notes.
so if we want to play the Black Spider card, theoretically, everybody here knows there are shape changers in the real Black Spider. Mm-hmm. Why don't we pretend you're the real Black Spider and some shape changer got uppity and took over the mine? So the Black Spider's coming in from the outside, and that's why the shape changer keeps sending all the bugbears to stop the quote-unquote heroes that are coming to stop them. Bugbears are fucking dumb. Goblins are
All right.
stupid. We might be able to drive this. So, Alan, why don't we put Alan fake in charge, and we'll just kind of stride forward, and we can continue this fucking bullshit all the way through to the final battle. We might actually be able to turn some bugbears against the real one.
I pick up the broken manacles and I put them on.
Why are we captives? Oh, we'll use you as a captive.
Yeah.
Why not? We'll throw it in.
The Chewy Gambit.
The Chewy, yeah, but the rest of us, okay, so you and I will be bodyguards for the real Black Spider.
Yep.
That'll be Alan. And we caught this motherfucker over here snooping around.
Yeah, he doesn't look hurt enough, though. I better ream him out a couple of times.
Don't use the word ream around me, two dicks. I don't like that.
No, wait, I learned how to do this. So I go over to the dead bugbear, and I put my hands in the blood, and I go over and I smear the blood on his face and his arms and his clothes, so he looks all bloody. He's been doing stabbing a lot of people, so I think it'll work.
I get the Braille book.
putting your
I put
hands
it in
like-
front of his face, and I punch through the Braille book a couple of times just to leave some solid wallops.
And I guess I just stand there and allow this to happen to me.
Ranger, can you roll me a d4?
That's 4.
4.
You take 4 points of damage, Quinny.
Great. That puts me at less health than when I spent a hit die to rejuvenate myself. So, fuck all y'all. I'm going home.
Good news is, if you can read Reverse Grail, you can now read a pretty great story about a Sasquatch's adventure.
By the way,
with
Grail is
flatulent.
Goblin Braille.
On my face.
I reach out to Quinny, and I'm like, I'm so sorry about this. And then I just start touching his face, and I'm like, the cum went back into the Sasquatch? This is really weird
At
when
this
you
point,
read it reversed.
Everyone needs to get out of Quinny's bubble.
So I hook a rope up to Quinny's manacles so I can walk him around like a prisoner.
Or like a baby on a leash.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
lead the way, Alan. So remember, if they give you some shit about not being the real black, so your cell is
Okay, this is the thing. This requires concentration.
Yeah.
So I can't take any damage or the jig is up.
That's fine. Just don't fuck up.
All right.
We're really hey, listen.
That's fine. Just don't fuck it up.
We'll get punchy. You've got Goblin Jr. I'll send Goblin Jr. right beside you. The moment anybody's going to take a swing at you, Goblin Jr. will tackle him, and then we'll throw down because we're bodyguards, so we can do a lot of like punching, threatening. You're the real black spider. Everybody else is a shape changer who took over the operation.
got
You're
it.
fucking mad. You're strong. And if anybody thinks you're not the black spider, then why the fuck would we have captured this guy over here? We're capturing heroes because fuck them. And then I lean over to. You're tied up with manacles? Is that it?
Yeah, I've just placed the manacles on. They're broken. They don't work. But
No. So I
it's just for appearances.
Great. So we got shitty manacles on him that he could snap out of and fuck people up whenever we need him to. And then let's just bluff our way the hell through this cave. So,
All right.
Alan, lead the
On
way.
it.
We're going to be right over your shoulders. Goblin Jr. will be right beside you. I lean over to Goblin Jr., and I take a little piece, I like cut a little piece of cloth, and then I wrap it around and tie it around the symbol of Moonhammer on his helmet. So now all you see on Goblin Jr.'s armor is a giant spider. So he looks like a spider wolf.
Okay, I'm also I'm going to take this opportunity to with my staff of defense to cast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
Oh, smart.
Yep.
Lead the way, Black Spider.
So you.
So fucking scared right now.
Sorry, this is a foolproof plan. You go up the stairs that the enemies had escaped or attempted to escape up, and they lead up yet another. You hang a right. They lead up another flight of stairs, and you're confronted by two large, very ornate carved doors. There are two unlit torches to the left and the right of them.
So I'm going to walk up and light the torches, and then I'm going to keep Quinny on the rope, but I'm going to be like, take a look at the doors.
And I examine them for traps or locks.
Okay, you don't see any traps. You do see a smear of blood.
All right.
It's fairly recent.
And I look over to Butthole. I'm like, hey, Mr. Bodyguard to the Black Spider, how are you going to explain away a bugbear that saw us attack his friends?
And then I say, shut up, impudent fool. Did you not hear the real Black Spider yell that the other was an imposter?
Yes, the real Black Spider, disguised as a female half-elf.
No, when the Black Spider yelled, the Black Spider yelled. And then I lean over to Quinny. I'm like, she fucking altered herself before she yelled that. She hid behind me. They didn't see a fucking elf. They just saw a drow.
Oh, God, okay. This continuity. Fuck, let's go. through the doors.
Hey, shut up, prisoner. And then I slap him a little bit lightly, but just to remind him that he's got to fucking play along and the smoke shit isn't going to work. And then I pound
How much damage do I take for that?
No. It's like a limp fingered slap. Like it's really just rubbing fingers in your face to bother you.
Again.
And then good. The more angry you look, the more believable this is. And then I pound on the door and I say, "Open in the name of the real Black Spider. All who do not serve will be executed as traitors."
So the doors creak open, opened by 2 bugbears. Inside, you see 6 cracked marble pillars which line the walls of this hall. At the north end, there stands a 9-foot-tall statue of a dwarf seated on a throne, a mighty stone warhammer across his lap. Large emeralds gleam in the statue's eyes. The dust and debris covering the floor has been swept to one side, and a camp sort of sorts now spreads out in the middle in front of the statue. Half a dozen bedrolls and packs are neatly arranged around a rough-built fire pit. A wooden table stands on the west side between 2 pillars. 2 bugbears have opened the doors for you, and there's a wounded one sort of back near the campsite. He seems to be cleaning his weapon.
So I lean back and say, "Mr. Spider, please allow me to deal with these underlings for you." And I wait for a response because Black Spider's in charge.
As you will.
Roll me a deception check. Yes.
18 total.
The bugbears nod, and the 2 that open the doors clear back to a safe, respectful distance.
So I step into the room. These guys follow me in, and I'm like, "Listen up, bugbears. You guys may not have known it, but you have actually betrayed the Black Spider. You all knew. So many shape changers around, all acting like the Black Spider. And you know what? You fell for a shape changer insurrection. So right now, you have a choice that you've got to make. We're here with the real Black Spider. This is the one who's running this whole operation. And we're here to shut this crap down. And look, you think it's not the Black Spider? That's what you think's going on? You think you got it all figured out? Well, then why the hell do we have this hero all chained up? Because this punk ass was trying to get in here and fuck around and do whatever stupid shit heroes do. You want to know what? We found him over a dead bugbear. Fuck this guy.
He's small and inconsequential.
He's the real villain of this story. So here's what I'm saying. We're going to march the rest of the way through this.
Roll me a deception check, please.
And that would be a 3.
The bugbears all kind of smile at you, and you get the sense that, you're as convincing as you've ever been. It seems odd that even though, you're not sure whether this is going so well, they seem to know something you don't. And all of a sudden, above you, you hear sort of a wisping noise. And suddenly, Ranger, Alan, and Butthole, you find yourselves soaked and coated in webs as giant spiders descend from above the door and attack you. You can roll some initiative. They're going to have a surprise round, and we'll get down to business.
A total of 11 for Quinny.
11 as well.
15.
We'll both do D6s to figure out who goes first.
Oh, okay.
Ranger?
22.
I got a 4, so
I go first.
Quinny will go before Butthole.
Great.
Real convincing butthole.
You think I wasn't convincing enough? It's almost like the Black Spider's a literal fucking spider, and this drow was totally fake, like I fucking told you outside.
Or maybe it's because you opened with "Make way for the real Black Spider."
Listen, we said that was the whole bit. You guys are the ones who fucked this up. Somebody was smug outside the door, and they probably heard it.
Hey, look who the fuck you're talking to.
The real Black Spider.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I regret absolutely nothing.
We know that's kind of like your general thing.
Indeed.
Okie dokie.
All right, spiders. I don't know why you're doing this. We got the real Black Spider. Idiots.
Okay, so those of you who've been webbed up, you're currently restrained. Restrained means that your speed becomes 0 and you can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. On your turn, you can attempt to break out. So spiders will attempt to bite the webbed up people. So Butthole, you're up first. It will hit. That is 11 points of damage, and I need you to roll me a con save, please. You are successful.
Great.
Because you are successful, you can feel as the spider bites into you, sort of illness pass over you. You will still take 4 points of damage from it.
An additional 4?
Yeah, but you are not poisoned, so you're happy about that. Next up, attacking Ranger. He will hit. You will take 9 points of damage, and roll me a Constitution save, please. The same deal. You feel gently sickened for a moment, but you've eaten some gross stuff. You've been poisoned a bunch of times. Child's play. So take 4 points of damage. Alan, what's your AC?
14 right now.
14. You're really lucky you're wearing mage armor. The bite fails to hit.
Nice.
That'd have been real bad.
So essentially, Quinny, because you're slightly behind them, you can't quite see. You're not through the door yet. Above you guys, there are 4 spiders coming down the wall. And now two of them are, like the three of them are attacking you. One of them is kind of keeping its distance, staring at you all. The bugbears obviously draw their weapons, and we go into initiative. So, Ranger, you are up first.
And I can't use Confusion Ray because I can only use it once.
That is correct.
So I can break free from these webs.
Yeah, yep, you can roll me a strength check.
Wouldn't it have been so useful if we'd known there were spiders in here?
But, sorry, Ranger, that'll happen at the end of your turn. So you have to take one turn while stuck in the webs. You can still attack, but you'll be at disadvantage. At the end of your turn, you can
I'll
roll
attack.
to break out.
I'm sure it's Moonhammer's will.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm using both of my...
Both swords?
Both swords.
So each time you roll, you're going to need to roll 2 and pick the lower.
I'm not sure if Butthole's upset or Ryan's upset.
No, Butthole's not upset. Butthole's fine with it.
Just Ryan?
If Quinny thinks he knows what fucking Moonhammer's will is, then he can fucking suck it.
Ranger, you thrust upward with your sword. Unfortunately, it gets caught in the webbing, and as your hand comes back, it is without the sword. Attack with your scimitar.
Butthole was the one who was upset. he's hiding it so much.
I
twice,
really
but
couldn't
that'll
tell.
probably
He's hiding it so much he won't admit it to the DM.
All right, so 8.
So you try and slash with your scimitar, but the webs are really, really getting in your way. Now roll me a strength check to see if you can break out. You're full of rage, and you use your scimitar. You may have missed the spider, but you can use it to hack away the webs. You are now free and clear. Next up, the spider that was just attacking you, Ranger. He's going to attempt again. Will hit for 11 points of damage, and roll me a Constitution save.
I like how you ask about like number stuff, even in the voice of Ranger.
Which die do I roll?
Great.
13
And
plus what?
that'll be enough to save, but you will take 4 points of damage from the poison coursing through your veins.
Okay, if anybody can save Ranger, that would be very helpful.
Great. Alan, or should I say the real black spider?
Why are you attacking the real black spider, dicks?
So committed to this bit.
Okay, so I'm going to try to break out as well.
Yep, you can do that at the end of your turn.
I think we can
at the
agree
end of my
we're
turn?
all going to try to break out.
I think that's fair.
Okay, I just want to cast a magic missiles at
You do that.
each of the spiders.
Just take one out of the equation.
What?
Just kill
All
a
right.
spider. Don't spread it around.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to use a level 2 slot for that. So I'm going to have 4 magic missiles
Okay.
going at the one that is closest, who is attacking.
One's attacking you, one's
attacking
attacking
me.
Ranger, one's attacking
Let's just do
Butthole,
the
one's
one
on the wall.
who's attacking me. So 11 damage total.
11 damage. That spider's looking pretty fucked up. It kind of like hisses at you and like...
And now I can try to break out now, right?
Yep. So
All right.
roll a strength check, please.
Cool. 10.
Unfortunately, you are still restrained.
Damn it. How
Alan
dare
is
you
not
treat the real black spider this way? You fools!
Butthole.
Okay, so I'm going to try to break out at the end of my turn. I'm not going to just say, ooh, webs, this is fun. I'm going to take a shot at this spider right in front of me, and I'm going to summon a spectral hammer to hit it right in the ass. So we're like battling from both sides of this motherfucker.
Sounds wise.
Is Goblin Jr. pinned?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so I'm going to yell to Goblin Jr., like, let's fuck this spider up. And I fart like a purr, and he runs in and just starts, like, attacking the legs. Like, he's just
Snarf,
keeping it distracted.
snarf.
Yeah, he's so fucking cool. All right, so I'm going to swing with my Warhammer, and I'm going to have the Spectral Hammer take its shot, too. 21 to hit with my hammer.
Yep.
Which was swing with advantage, so I roll twice. And now for the Spectral, 15 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit as well.
Awesome. So I do 6 damage with the Warhammer, and the Spectral Hammer does 7 damage.
You splatter the spider between your two hammers. It bursts and pops.
Nice.
Would you like to try and break out?
Yes. That is 20.
With a mighty roar from both your front and back ends, you tear your way free of the spider's webs.
Yeah, and I yell, the real black spider's coming for you bugbears, you motherfuckers.
Great. You feel lucky that spider was just reaching back to try and bite you when it got hammer smashed. So that's a spot of luck. The one that's up on the wall, having seen its spidery companion destroyed, will drop down and attempt to hit you and will miss, which brings us to the spider attacking Alan. It's been struck by a number of magic missiles. It's looking kind of scared, kind of desperate. It's going to try and bite you. It will succeed.
Fuck.
So
man,
that's
so this is-
11 points of damage, and roll me a Constitution save,
The
please.
jig is up.
Yeah, no, that's a 4.
So you will take in total then 20 points of damage.
Total?
Holy
Yep,
shit.
and you are poisoned. And I assume that means your drow
And I
disguise
am
drops.
now looking like Alan again.
One of the three, but only one of the three bugbears goes, "Holy shit! That guy wasn't the real black spider." And you think you hear a whispered, "Idiots."
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I'm like, it's not real. That was my mind. I'm just paranoid.
Okay, bugbears, they sort of like form up around the table and are sort of standing in defense.
Classic bugbears.
Top of the round.
I think Quinny didn't get a turn.
No, you didn't. That's
okay.
correct. Sorry, you should have earlier.
Yeah, Quinny goes before Butthole.
It's true.
whatever.
So, hey, Quinny,
Hey,
go ahead.
I'm going to do a front flip over my companions and land on the other side of the spider that's facing Ranger for some flanking.
All right, do it up.
Give him what for? So 20?
Yep, that'll hit.
15 damage.
The spider shrieks and does that thing where spiders like curl up when they die and falls off of Ranger.
Yeah, everybody remember, still in that sexy +1 place. I love it so much.
So, actual top of the round for realsies this time, Ranger.
Okay, so I'm hurt pretty bad. I glance at this one over here, the halfling dog. I give a wink like, thanks, buddy. You did something for once. Let me ask you, is there anything in my survival kit that could heal me up?
I think perhaps you might have a healing potion in there that you could drink.
Well then, let's do it!
I should point out that Ranger's specific brand of healing potion is blood of the last few things he's killed in a bottle.
Oh, okay, this is going to be delish.
So healing potions.
2d4 plus 2 HP.
6. I got 6. So
Tasty.
I'm back to 8.
Wow, you were close to death.
Cool, so that's a bonus action. You can still attack if you'd like, or you can try and grab your sword back from the webs above you.
Oh, I'm grabbing that sword.
Okay, so we'll say you spend your seconds just cutting the sword down, but now you're fully rearmed. Quinny, you've just stabbed a spider to death, saving your unlikely ally of Ranger, when all of a sudden your back is struck by several bolts of magic missile. Oof. All of you can see standing on the table in the center of the room a tall, imposing-looking drow with a staff with a black spider upon it.
Black spider.
His fingers have
He's a drow.
cast.
The fake black spider!
That's me, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're the fake black spider. That's what I just said.
I got it right with the
Take 10
motherfucker
points of
yell.
damage.
How much damage was that?
10.
10. Not good for Quinny.
You fools should have left when you had the chance. Alan,
How far away is the black spider from me?
probably within range of most of your spells is the short answer.
Okay, because I just want to finish this up. We'll try to at least.
Oh, I feel like we're just getting started. We've just
I know.
officially met the black spider.
I know, but
No, fucking murder them. I agree.
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
want to I want to try
Probably
to
about 30 feet away.
take him out.
Bugbears are scared of
Yes.
everything, so fuck the dude up.
Just in range of Witch Bolt.
Oh,
Hit it.
no.
No?
No, I mean, go for it. I
gotta
our
do it.
success rate makes me nervous. Just go. Commit.
I
It's
believe
not gonna
in
hit.
you.
Everybody turns and immediately just believes in you so hard.
Yeah.
We're glowing with all of our belief.
You know, you seem to be inspired last I checked. So
Oh, I am inspired. I'm going to use my inspiration on this
by
motherfucker.
everyone's belief in you.
There you
All right.
go. Oh, and it's a
Thank
good call to use
God.
the inspiration. Not much
It's
better.
first a 2 and then a 4.
Ooh.
So,
9.
Witch Bolt shoots from your hands. The black spider deflects it with his staff and cackles maniacally, as only supervillains can.
You've forsaken me, Alan.
Quinny.
Yeah, but if it would have hit, it would have been great.
Yeah, the potential's there.
So, Quinny, spider's just dropped in front of you. Spider exploded beside you. There's still one attacking Butthole. There's one attacking Alan.
Butthole, you're going to be coming up after me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move to another flanking position because apparently I'm good at killing stuff when I have advantage so that you can get freed up to do some healing. 22.
That'll hit.
Okay. 11 damage.
11 damage. You hurt the spider tremendously, but it is still standing.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action, my cunning action, to disengage from the spider.
Okay.
Because my spectral hammer is a bonus action, can I have it attack the spider first and then decide what I'm going to do?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So spectral hammer is going to take a decent swing at this spider right in front of me and hit it right in the end. Just spider ass. Every hammer is just shoving itself right up an ass, creating the sign like the symbol of Moonhammer by jamming its
hammer
haft
into an ass,
the
yeah.
butthole.
Oh my God.
Just every time. So they all become the spiders of Moonhammer.
Great.
So it's going to take its shot. I hit it with a whole 9.
You do not hit.
Surprise!
We're just killing it on these ranged attacks.
Okay, so I am going to, despite the fact that I'm there, I've got my shield up, like I'm ducking and dodging and dipping and diving. People threw a wrench, I'd totally fucking be okay. So I'm still kind of distracting this spider. And at the same time, my eyes glow with bright color, and I yell, "Moonhammer, help us out!" and I'm like, "Brr!" And it's like a big triumphant, like the trumpet farts from the heavens. And they swirl out of my butt and like glowing things, and they split up into a bunch of different sources. And now, because our whole party is within 30 feet of me, I have 20 health points I can give out as long as they don't take people over half of their health. So, Quinny, you're going to take 8.
Okay.
Alan, what's half your health?
14. So I have 6.
Okay, so you'll take 6. That leaves me
you.
with 6 more health points left, which I'll give to my main man over here. So you're up to 14, which keeps them all just under half health. The farts swirl around the room. They fly directly into each of your faces, going up your noses and into your mouths. And then the symbol of Moonhammer glows on each of your foreheads, and you return to as close to half your health as I can get you.
That was an excellent move.
Thank you.
Okay, so the super wounded spider is looking pretty fucked up. It is going to... Yeah, it's going to drop down onto Butthole. Butthole seems to be the scary thing, so it's going to...
Is that the one that was already fighting me?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it will hit.
Well, so much for my dodging.
Take 7 points of damage and roll your con save.
Con save was a whole 5.
In that case, take a total of 16 points of damage, and you are poisoned.
What are the effects of poison?
Poisoning means you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. The spider on Alan will attempt to bite you, and it will miss.
Yay!
Tasty, tasty mage armor. Great. The black spider yells to the bugbears, "Attack!" And the 3 of them rush forward. Quinny, you're kind of out in the open, so 2 of them are going to take swings at you.
Okay.
They will both hit. Between the 2 of them, you're going to take 17 points of damage.
Quinny's at 0.
Down you go.
This episode of Dum Dums and Dragons features the voices of Ryan LaPlante at the Ryan LaPlante on Twitter, Tyler Hewitt at Tyler_Hewitt on Twitter, Laura Hamstra at EL Hamstring on Twitter, our special guest, and our DM Tom McGee at McGeeTD on Twitter. This episode's sound was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Dum Dums and Dragons artwork is by Del Borovic, who can be found at delborovic.com. Our theme songs are And Now for That Massive Coronary and Skipping Through the Orchestra Pit Part 1 by Peter Gresser, and our ad music is No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, all available at freemusicarchive.org. When it comes to Dum Dums and Dice, you can visit our website at dumdumdice.com. Our Twitter and Instagram are at dumdumdice, and on Facebook at facebook.com/dumdumdice. But most importantly, we've got merchandise at redbubble.com/people/dumdumdice, or you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. And tune in next week for more Dum Dums and Dragons.